Good morning. Up next on ABC7 News this morning, a confrontation between an off-duty police officer and an alleged robber leaves one man dead.
Also, fire blasts from windows and roof of a Stickney house. One man is dead.
And flames spread through 3 Humboldt Park apartment buildings.
All the day's news, plus weather and traffic.
ABC7 News this morning starts right now.
This is ABC7 News, Chicago's #1 news, with Jose Sanders, Judy Hsu, weather with meteorologist Tracy Butler, and Roz Varon's traffic. This is ABC7 News this morning.
And a very good morning to you. Guess what? It is Friday, February 8th. Hello, everybody. I'm Judy Hsu.
Good morning to you. I'm Jose Sanders, and welcome to ABC7 News this morning. TGIF. Start with a weather update from Tracy Butler. Tracy.
She joins us now from the Weather Center. Good morning.
I'm so happy it's Friday. I'm with you guys this morning. Good morning to you. We'll start with temperatures right now and show you that at O'Hare it's 32 degrees. Let's look at some of the other numbers. 33 right now at Midway, 32 at Makesfield. And as we look at the forecast for today, we will be up into the 40s. Mostly sunny skies. High today at least 42 degrees. That could even be a little conservative by a couple of degrees. But tomorrow, things start to change just a little bit. And we're going out to Roz now. And Roz, where are you?
Where else? I'm at the auto show. It opens up later on this morning, and it is going to be a fabulous show. Just walking through here to get to our location, I was able to kind of peruse some of the new vehicles, and they just look marvelous. Everybody getting everything ready, shining everything up. It's going to be a great show, and we're going to give you a sneak preview later on this morning. But for now, let's get you to work on time. We're not seeing any problems on the expressways or the tollways. Now, we do have a situation on Laramie over the Eisenhower, a rolled over sport utility vehicle. Chicago police are handling that. It is not causing any problems or delays on the Eisenhower itself. We'll check traffic again and tell you more about the wonderful auto show in our next report coming your way in 10 minutes. Live at McCormick Place, Roz Varon, ABC7 News. Judy, Jose?
All right, Roz, thanks. Our top story this morning, an off-duty Chicago police officer shoots and kills a man.
He says the man was an armed thief who robbed him at his home at 51st and Narragansett. The officer says he was pulling into his garage when the suspect put a gun to his head and demanded money. He says the alleged robber took off with his wallet, but he didn't get very far.
The police officer exited the garage, identified himself as a police officer. The offender turned, the weapon in his hand. The officer fired in defense of life, striking the offender and killing him.
Police are investigating the shooting and trying to determine if anyone else was involved. ABC7's Kevin Roy joins us live in our next half hour with more on this story. Another shooting has extra police and crisis counselors on duty at a Chicago high school this morning. 3 teenagers were shot outside Roosevelt High School near Wilson and Kimball yesterday afternoon. Police are looking for a young gunman who they say wounded 3 other teenagers. 2 of the victims, including 1 student, were treated and released. A third, who was shot in the back, is in serious condition. It appears this shooting was gang-related.
A couple of young men from another neighborhood came to Roosevelt High School looking for one of their girlfriends, encountered a group of other young men from the area. Gang slogans were shouted, and somebody pulled a gun. The shooting commenced.
They started shooting, and the girl got shot in the arm. It was horrible. And then I just started ducking and running as fast as I could.
Police have arrested 1 teenager. They say he was the gunman's companion. Judy.
The investigators are now trying to determine what caused a deadly fire in the southwest suburbs. The fire destroyed a home on the 4700 block of South Linder that is in unincorporated Stickney. Firefighters pulled a man in his 50s from the house. They rushed him to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Another overnight fire swept through 3 apartment buildings in the Humboldt Park neighborhood. Extra crews worked as the flames spread from 1 2-flat to the neighboring buildings in the 1700 block of North Keeler. It is still not clear how that fire got started. 1 woman was slightly hurt.
Chicago police say they finally have the real killers in the murder of Lori Rossetti. Dwayne Roach and Eddie Harris are charged with raping and killing the young medical student in 1986. She was abducted as she drove home from school. Police say Harris and Roach were looking for a car to burglarize when they spotted Rossetti near the Westside Medical Center. Last December, DNA evidence cleared 4 men who spent 15 years in prison charged with Rossetti's murder. Those men say they are not angry at Roach and Harris. However, they are suing the police, prosecutors, and crime lab workers.
We're learning today that one victim of a truck crash at a Marine base was a local man. 21-year-old Corporal Daniel Hudson was from Bolingbrook. He was killed during a training exercise at Camp Pendleton in California. He was riding in a 5-ton truck when it overturned. 2 other Marines were killed. 5 were injured. Jose?
The latest now on the war against terrorism. Some of the detainees from Afghanistan will now have rights under the Geneva Convention. The White House says it will extend those rights to Taliban fighters, but not members of al-Qaeda. They say al-Qaeda is not entitled to the same privileges because it's not a country, but a terrorist organization. Members of neither group will be granted prisoner of war status.
It will not change their material life on a day-to-day basis. They will continue to be treated well because that's what the United States does.
The president reportedly made the name change to make sure any captured American soldier is entitled to Geneva rights. A group of heroes from the terrorist attacks is being honored. The dressy dogs from the Westminster Kennel Club are taking backstage to a group of blue-collar canines. The search and rescue dogs from September 11th and their handlers were honored yesterday at the kickoff party for next week's Big Big Dog Show.
The Olympic torch is burning brightly in Utah after arriving at its final destination. The flame has traveled more than 13,000 miles, covering 46 states. It arrived in Salt Lake City last night aboard a covered wagon that symbolized the way Mormon settlers came to their new community 155 years ago. Opening ceremonies happen tonight. In the meantime, a huge display of the Olympic rings is now glowing on a mountainside near Salt Lake City. The display was unveiled after the Olympic flame arrived at the state capitol. It can be seen all throughout the Salt Lake Valley.
Let the games begin. Right now it's 3 minutes after 5. The FBI is learning more now about a man who caused chaos aboard a United flight. Witnesses say he broke into the cockpit with an axe. We'll have the latest.
Also coming up, who is most likely to get married and who is most likely to stay that way?
Well, I hope I'm in the category. Good morning to you. We do have some fog in the area this morning. More on your forecast coming up.
The Chicago Auto Show is all about design, power, and innovation. Now you can take it home. Right now, get $2,002 cash back on every new 2002 Chevy car, truck, and SUV. It's good when you purchase or lease any new Chevrolet. $2,002 cash back. What a concept. Chevrolet has gone into overdrive. See the Chicago Auto Show, then see your local Chevy dealer.
Why do we leave? Why do we keep coming back? Why do we seek adventure yet long to return? Why do we look forward to reunions when we couldn't wait to get out of school? Why do we want to be alone sometimes, but never lonely? Why do we say there's no place like home? And why can't we always stay there? Why do we travel to distant places and look for familiar faces? Why can't we stay connected, yet be free? Can't we have both? Now we can with M-Life, where we will be connected in new and better ways to the people and things we care about. Welcome to M-Life from AT&T Wireless.
The New York Times says it's the best new American play of the year. Don't miss the 5-time Tony-nominated play, Dirty Blonde.
I love the play. It was wonderful.
One of the smartest things I've seen in this city in a long time.
Dirty Blonde is bright, bawdy, funny, and touching.
What a fabulous show.
A wonderful, witty, fabulous romantic comedy.
Come see the show. It's awesome.
2 weeks only, February 26th through March 10th. Call 312-902-1400 or visit Ticketmaster.com.
Save money over traditional storage with On-Call Mobile Storage. It's storage made simple. When you need something stored, we'll deliver our weatherproof storage container to your home or business. There's no truck to rent and no driving. You pack and lock it. We pick it up and take it to our climate-controlled storage center. When you're ready, we return it anywhere in the Chicagoland area. Call On-Call Mobile Storage now and save 50% off our one-time drop-off and pickup rate.
degrees on the outside. That's the view of the city from atop the Sears Tower. Chicago waking up this morning at 5:07. Time to check in now with Tracy Butler for weather on the 7s. Tracy, it's the weekend.
Yes, we have a spring in our step this morning, don't we? Yes, Friday is here as we embrace the day. I think what we're seeing this morning, some fog. Yesterday we had some problems with fog because it's moisture that's on the ground. And when the temperatures are a little bit below freezing, it creates some black ice. So just may want to be aware that we could have that possibility again this morning. Let's take a peek and plan our day through the day today. We're looking at sunshine once again, and temperatures today will be up into the 40s. We should get into the low to mid 40s in many spots by the noon hour. We'll already be into the upper 30s around the area and about 40 degrees here by the 5 o'clock hour. 42 at least should be our high today. Average high is 33. Record high, that one's well intact, 62 degrees, but fortunately the record low is well intact too, and that was 17 degrees below zero way back in 1899. 31 is your temperature now at O'Hare. Wind is out of the west and southwest about 9 miles per hour. It's producing a wind chill. 23 degrees, our pressure at 30 inches of mercury even. 33 now at Midway. 27 in Aurora. 30 in McHenry, 32 Waukegan, 32 degrees in Mixfield. We do have a bit of fog around the area once again, and we do have wind chills this morning, mainly back in the lower 20s. Satellite picture. For the most part, it's been a clear night around here, but you can see some cloud cover back through Iowa, and I really think we'll start to see some cloud cover moving into our sky, not until maybe later tonight and into the overnight period. We sit here at 31, Green Bay now at 29, 32 degrees in Little Rock. It's 45 degrees right now in Salt Lake City. I think these temperatures are going to be dropping off yet today. They are expecting to see some snow, maybe about an inch or two, some higher amounts in some of the higher elevations out that way. But for us, big area of high pressure still dominating our weather conditions. We're looking at sunshine coming our way tonight. Or today, I should say, not tonight. Tonight we get the cloud cover in here. And then tomorrow it's this little system that affects us. Probably going to start to bring us some rain late tomorrow afternoon, and then tomorrow night into Sunday we'll see a changeover to some snow. Doesn't look like a big storm or anything, but it is going to kind of make the roads a little bit slick, especially during the overnight period tomorrow night into Sunday. So if you're going to be out late tomorrow night, just be aware of that. Areas of fog this morning and then this afternoon, mostly sunny, high today about 42 degrees. Tonight, expecting to see mainly cloudy skies and overnight lows back in the 30s. And then tomorrow, we are looking at cloudy skies. Some rain developing late in the afternoon. High about 42 degrees here tomorrow. And then that rain changes over to a bit of snow into the early part of Sunday. We'll probably have some flurries lingering here Sunday morning. I think Sunday's going to be kind of a windy, blustery day. High of about 31 degrees. So still nothing really big going on.
Look at the temperatures.
I know. Unbelievable.
Nice.
40s in February.
I know. We like it.
Thank you, Tracy.
Sure.
10 minutes after 5 is the time. How is your credit card debt? No, well, we should check in with Roz first.
Okay.
You might need a credit card for where she is. She's out at the auto show. Roz, how you doing?
You might need a lot more than that, Jose and Judy. This place is wonderful. Just looking at what is here in our immediate area, we're set up over by the Pontiac exhibit, and I want you to take a look at this spiffy little number behind me. This is called the Pontiac G-Force, and not only is it a wonderful color, I love the metallic reddish cranberry. I don't even know what you would call that, but it's just, this is the type of thing you're going to see a lot of new and innovative vehicles here. 15 world introductions at this year's show from various manufacturers, and of course everybody's favorite, the concept cars. They've got stuff here from Cadillac, Pontiac, Saturn, Mercedes, Dodge, Ford, just to name a few. Let's take a look at the travel times on the expressways, where we're really not seeing too many cars because they're all here. Anyway, the travel time on the Kennedy is wonderful. 21 in and 20 out between O'Hare and downtown. No delays on the Edens Expressway. That travel time, 21 minutes in and 22 out between Lake Hook and the Junction. Inbound side of the Eisenhower, moving at the limit. 16 is your trip in both directions, Mannheim to the Circle. Chicago police still dealing with that crash on Laramie over the Eisenhower. Stevenson Expressway in good shape, 20 minutes in, 21 out between the Tri-State and the Drive, and the inbound side of the Dan Ryan, an easy 13-minute trip from 95th through downtown. Now, the show opens up at noon today and goes until 10 o'clock tonight, and then every day after that, it's 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. We'll have more details on the auto show and the rush hour in our next report. Live at McCormick Place, Roz Varon, ABC7 News. Judy, Jose?
That's a beautiful car, Roz. Can't wait to see more. 11 minutes now after 5 o'clock. You know, the economy is in trouble, but are Americans responding by putting away the cars or racking up some charges? The answer coming up.
But first, a few events going on around town this weekend.
Knowledge of distinguished neurologists, neurosurgeons, and researchers, some of the brightest in the field. They work in teams to solve the mysteries of Alzheimer's, epilepsy, Parkinson's, and brain tumors. They share knowledge and challenge convention to offer extraordinary options that save lives the world over. The University of Chicago hospitals at the forefront of medicine.
Are you open to the possibilities? 1941, enemy occupied Denmark. Two old friends hold a secret meeting. One woman tries to navigate between them. The fate of mankind is at stake.
Shall we?
Glenn Carriou, Mariette Hartley, and Hank Stratton star in Copenhagen, Michael Frayn's Tony Award-winning thriller directed by Michael Blakey.
Call 312-902-1400 or visit Ticketmaster.com.
Last time we ran all over looking for carpet.
This time we called Empire. The last time we waited and waited for our carpets to be installed.
This time we called Empire.
Empire brings samples to your home and installs the next day.
Last time we paid way too much for carpet.
So this time we called Empire.
Wow.
Empire's huge sale means 50% off with no monthly payments for 1 year. This time, call Empire.
800-588-2300 Empire.
The search for a missing California girl takes police into the desert now. Dozens of officers scoured the land near San Diego yesterday looking for any sign of 7-year-old Danielle Van Dam. She disappeared from her house Friday night. Police believe she was kidnapped. The investigation is now focused on the girl's neighbor. Judy?
The FBI is now trying to figure out why a man from Uruguay stormed the cockpit of a United Airlines flight. Pablo Moreira is 28 years old. Last night, authorities put him on a plane in Buenos Aires, Argentina. He flew back to the United States to face charges. Witnesses say the flight was 5 hours into the trip from Miami to Argentina when Moreira left his seat. They say he tried to kick in the door of the cockpit. The co-pilot hit the man with a fire axe, and then passengers held him down. Authorities say he apparently was not armed. A key figure in the Enron scandal and a Chicago area native takes center stage on Capitol Hill. Jeff Skilling is the former CEO for Enron. He grew up in Aurora. He was grilled by a House subcommittee yesterday. Skilling said he did not know of any improper conduct in connection with the partnerships that brought the company down. He said he did not believe Enron was in any financial crisis when he resigned in August and cashed in for millions.
Right now it's 5:15. Up next, weather and traffic on the 7s. Tracy will join us with a look at the weekend and a little warm-up.
And coming up on the health beat at 5:30 this morning, a major breakthrough in the fight against one of the most deadly cancers.
Wall Street's been down for 5 straight sessions. Can it turn it around? We've got the details coming up. Don't go away on this Friday morning.
I want to be pampered by natives.
I want to taste something exotic.
I want to feel the wind in my hair.
I want to get closer to my children.
I want my mommy.
I want to ride off with that special someone.
I want to take my family over the edge!
Universal Orlando Resort. A vacation from the ordinary. For special limited time offers on vacation packages, log on now to universalorlando.com and plan your vacation from the ordinary.